Shut up and sit down.
Hi humanity, welcome to my channel. This is where we talk about the higher principles in life, the laws of mind, and they are principle, and they do govern your life, and they do overrule and sustain life here, yours and everybody else's. So it's good to know them, and it's about understanding you have two minds, and one is extremely logical, okay, and the other is emotional. And so one is very logical and one is creative and imaginative and emotional and all that other stuff. So it's how to get these two to work together. All right, so the first lesson is, first you apply logic. Okay, you apply logic to the situation, and that means you have to step back and look at it. You can't be emotional.
And as for you, my fine lady, it's true, I can't attend you here and now as I'd like, but just try to stay out of my way. Just try. I'll get you, my pretty, and your little dog, too.
Because when you're being emotional and you're being hurt and you're being pissed off and all that other stuff, then you're not thinking. Okay, you're reacting with the emotional side of yourself. There's nothing wrong with this, but it has to be controlled. All right? The other thing to recognize is, what Abraham recognized in the Bible, that we are one. There's only one consciousness. We all say I am. Therefore, you can only express to me what I am thinking. So if I change how I am thinking, then you will change, or you go away, one or the other. Okay? Now the other two sides to recognize is right and wrong. All right? The right gives you the emotional response of peace, contentment, serenity, happiness. This is all good. Nothing's really bugging you. Okay? It's all good. And it doesn't mean you're running around dancing the daisies, but some of us do. That's the emotional. Okay? And when you put those emotions to it, you're feeling good. I feel good about this. So first, you be Mr. Spock, and then you apply Jim Kirk with Mr. Spock's logic, which is what Jim Kirk does. Okay. He trusts Mr. Spock implicitly, but when his gut tells him to go with his heart, he goes with his heart. All right, and that's where the one sits. That's where your I am comes from. There's a whole and complete heart and brain in your heart. That heart is shared. Okay, that's the love that surrounds everything. And inside that love is this whole and complete consciousness. But it's logical. It's extremely logical. And that's why it's principle. All right? It's principle. So it's, there's one. And all of us are in it. We been a thought or a belief, that someone had, so we were created. All right? And there's only one. So we all come from the same place. That's why it's our Father. He's the Father of all. And men, human beings, were created first. So they have to be told in a story. They react. They're emotional because God gave His creative force, His heart, to them, and it's in our brain. Okay? It's where imagination sits. That's the pituitary gland. So you begin with being scientific and logical about this and take your emotions away. So, for example, we had some kids racing around in the parking lot of the buildings across the pond. There's a few business buildings over there. And, they're doing their donuts and they're making these squealing noises when we're sitting down to eat dinner. And in the past, before I knew these laws, and what I was doing, so recognize their laws. They're always working all the time. We're being logical. So you go back and well, yeah, every time I did hear donuts like that, I thought, damn, creepy kids, you're gonna wake up the baby, what the hell? Why can't they go somewhere else, And, sometimes it would be like, I wish they'd go somewhere else. Don't they know they have parents who love them? And then they'd be gone, And then once I discovered these laws, then it came up again because I didn't dismiss it. I just wish they had gone somewhere else. I still believed that. So then, they started coming around our house, and there's no babies, right, anymore. And my husband's like, those kids, it never fails. And, I just like him being upset like that. We're sitting down having a great dinner, come on, man. Who cares about those kids? Let them be, And so it was, for me, then it was like, but they keep coming. How do I get rid of them? I don't like that expression. I forgive them. I forgive them for making all that noise back there. And I know they have family who loves them. And, there's babies around here. They see the houses. They know. I'm sure they just weren't thinking and suddenly realized. And now I've gone home, and I forgive them for showing me they're not thinking like that, and whatever's good for the highest good, thank you, Father. And they're gone, they're gone. They haven't been back. So it's been great. And it was the same with my neighbors, and it doesn't matter what other people think about what you like or dislike. It's your life. So if you don't like the noisy kids, you just, I remember when I was a kid and I made all kinds of hellish noise. And, I love it that they're having fun and everything. I just wish they go have it somewhere else. They can see that, there's older people around here too that want to have some quiet, and there's plenty of room for them to have lots of screamy, yelly fun over in the park across the street or whatever. Anyways, bless their hearts. I wish them the best. I forgive them for showing me that they think it's okay to be this close and disturbing others. I know they don't mean it, and they'll go away. Because underneath it all, surrounding the brain and your heart, and what you're learning to do is love life, love the right way. Okay, and it's not, and love's paying attention. What are you paying attention to? And that's what pulls that feeling. Okay, what you're paying attention to. And so it's the feeling is the secret, because the feeling is telling you, that's God in your heart telling you, are you thinking good or are you thinking bad? So step one is stepping back and looking at it, okay? Step one, I know this is all coming from me. I'm the one who believes that they could do loud, crazy donuts, and I wished them away. That's how I did it. I wish they'd go somewhere else. Don't they know babies are sleeping? Don't they know they have family who loves them? That's where I was coming from. But don't they know? Don't they know? I was being quite passionate, and I was quite convicted about what I was saying, at the time. So you step back and look at some situation in your life, in your past, where you can see how you did it. Okay, and this is what a lot of the mystics talk about. You have to find your way. That Emmett Fox talks about. You have, keep going, keep looking. There is a way that all clicks for you. And that's why I like to emphasize there is no fiction. What fiction? Because you can call the one in your heart God or Jesus. And Jesus means really that they're all working in sync inside the man's body. Okay, because Jesus is the third one to rise and ascend completely. Elijah, Enoch, Elijah, and then Jesus. And Joshua, they're one and the same. So in the Old Testament, it's Enoch, Elijah, and Joshua. And Jesus of the New Testament is that, explaining that final road that we're all on, and that the ascension's already happened in Joshua. It's already happened. It's over. The story's over. You're on your last lap now. And a lot of people find these laws, and you become like a deer in the headlights, because it's your thinking, and you're not sure what to do, and stuff like that, and that's good, because you should just step back and don't get caught up in the story that's going on, no matter how ugly it gets. And getting violent on themselves and others, and innocents like dogs and cats and things like that. And you're shocked you hadn't seen that kind of behavior out of them in a long time or something like that. You really need to go find the time to step back and think about it. And that's what it means by, go to silence. Go be by yourself. Okay, now what? Okay, just not going to put up with that. I don't like that. I admire and respect myself. Where did that come from? And the Bible tells you about this in lots of detail everywhere in the Psalms. It's all over the place. This is an invisible force, the one in your heart. And he's there helping you, And this one up here is helping you too. Learn to think, come on, don't think like that. He's saying the ugly stuff, Oh, I don't want to spank him, but I have to spank him or he'll never learn. And he are spanky. That's what they do. They spank. Okay, because they're principle. And if you're not thinking the right way, you're getting a spanking. And if you are thinking the right way, you're getting rewarded. Okay? And I know what that sounds like. It sounds like you're the dog, but you are. You're the reflection of God here inside a man. Okay? And that means all power. And you have to step back and look at it and see how things that seem very random are not random at all. Okay? They're working their way into your life, showing you your judgments. Do you want to live this? You know, and people have been running away. I'm going to divorce her and go. Or, you know, and find out that the second wife or whatever is just as bad as the first. Or, you know, you cheated on your wife and then married your girlfriend you thought you were so much in love with, and now the girlfriend's cheating on you, and on it goes. You know, and I'm going to stop this cycle in my life. And as we, each one of us, do this in our lives, the whole world becomes this beautiful, wonderful, harmonized place. So step one is to look at it. Step back and look at it. Stop. Get off the emotional roller coaster. Okay, and look at it. Okay, well, you know, my son did this with my grandbabies, you know, and this shows me, because I'm a big picture person, this shows me, one, that my kids are already there, and two, they're leading their children in the way. And if you want to hear more about the big picture and where we're going, just put it in the comments below. I'm happy to talk about that. I just love that. But what this is about, the individual, you know, because that's the most important. Make your home, your life, your world beautiful. You know, paint it any way you want. But you can't get mad and upset at the outside. It's just giving you a message. You don't like that. Okay, why? Well, because I feel like this, you know, and work through it. So, my grandbabies had their last day at school, kindergarten, and Mackenzie, they're twins, and it was the first time for them to be in separate classes, you know, away from each other and everything. And so Mackenzie got a perfect attendance award. She went and got it, and she was showing it to us. We read to them every weekend, and she was so happy. We were, oh, congratulations, Mackenzie. And Brenley's going, it's not so great. And my son's like, Brenley, you know, Brenley, and she's pouting and she's turning her back. She's like pushing like that on her sister and me, you know. And my son's like, Brenley, he goes, now sit back. And so she does. He goes, what is the matter? Why are you being like this? She says, I don't know. He goes, what are you feeling? Jealous. You know, well, why are you jealous? Because Mackenzie got a perfect attendance award, and you made me stay home one day and I didn't get one. You know, and oh, but what did we do that day? We had lots of fun. Yeah, and we had ice cream, right? Yeah. And we went out to lunch at the restaurant, right? Yeah. And we played lots of games. Yeah. But Mackenzie didn't get to do any of that. She's like, yeah. And we just thought it would be best for you to stay home because you got sick in the middle of the night. Because we love you and we want you to be perfect. That's more perfect than important than school, don't you think? Yeah, she's, yeah. I love you, Daddy. And then she's like, I'm sorry, Kinsey. That's okay, sister. The whole time, Mackenzie's just been sitting there going, but suddenly they were like, you know, it was great how he walked her through it, you know, and it's been put away now. That's not important. I'm going to remember I had a wonderful time, and I got lots of stuff that, you know, was way more important than that piece of paper and a bunch of attention for 5 minutes, you know. It's all good. So I hope this helps, and seeing how important it is to truly, you know, find some time, take a minute, step back and look at it, work through it, you know, and see the love behind it, because love is in the middle. And as long as you keep it, in love, then you're not going to see good or bad. So I hope this helps. Blessings to you. And if you have any questions, comments, put them down below. Love to hear what you think. Blessings to you. Thank you. Thank you for being you.